Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Air Jordan Retro 4 Bred Reimagined. Now this shoe released today, February 17th, for a retail price of $215. And as the name states, this is a reimagined version of these guys right here, the Bred 4s. Now I know a lot of people have a love-hate relationship with the Reimagined series that Jordan Brand has been putting out these last couple of years. And rightfully so. There's been a lot of colorways that have had materials that we necessarily wouldn't have asked for. When it comes to those specific colorways, we would have just rather have the original as is. But when it comes to this Jordan Bred 4, I definitely love that they added the leather on the upper. It reminds me a lot of the Laser 4s that came out many years ago that were pretty much identical to these, except that the leather had that Jordan Brand laser pattern etched throughout the entire upper of the shoe. And so to me, this was definitely the closest thing that I'd probably get to those, unless they release those again at some point in the future, which I wouldn't mind. But to me, like I said, this was the closest thing to that pair of Laser 4s. And aside from some material changes here, this sneaker is pretty identical to the original Bred 4, which we'll get into a minute here. So starting off with the outsole, we have your standard Jordan 4 outsole here. And this is original to the OG Bred 4. Nothing has changed here. You have your hits of red, hits of gray throughout, with your hits of white in the center, and then your Nike branding in red. We continue on to the midsole here. Again, nothing has changed. Standard Jordan 4 midsole here, with your hits of black, cement gray throughout towards the front of the shoe, your hit of white in the center, and then you have your visible air bubble unit as well. As we get to the upper of the shoe, this is where the main difference lies between the reimagined version and the OG version. This pair here has an entire leather upper, and it's actually really good quality. It has a nice soft tumbly feel to it, nice and buttery, soft to the touch, and I absolutely love the quality of material that they used on these. You can even smell the leather. It has a nice strong scent to it, which I absolutely love. As we continue on the upper here, we got your standard Jordan 4 mesh panels, which you see at the center of the shoe and then on the tongue as well. You have your cement gray lace lock holders here at the bottom of the shoe and then at the top, which is attached to that wing at the very top of the shoe. Your tongue is made out of this nice leather as well. And then you have your Air Jordan Flight logo on the center. Again, nothing has changed here. This is standard to the OG 4. As we get to the back of the shoe here on the heel tab, you have your Nike Air branding in that cement gray. And I know a lot of people were upset that these had Nike Air on the back versus just the Jordan logo. But to me, it doesn't really matter what logo is on the back of the shoe as long as the shoe looks good overall. The logo on the back of the shoe doesn't really matter that much to me. As we continue on, we got the rubber pull tab here. And again, this is not one of my favorite pull tabs, especially when I'm wearing shorts. This pull tab tends to poke the back of my ankle, which I definitely don't like. And as we get to the inside of the shoe here, this is where there's another major update to the shoe. The padding on this shoe is way more padded than that of the OG Bred 4. And this is because from what I was reading, they made this shoe similar to the Nike SB Jordan 4 that we saw last year, where they had a little bit more padding on the ankle liner and on the tongue as well. And I actually don't mind this. Honestly, at this point, as you get older, the more padding your shoe has, the better it feels. And to me, it's not padded enough to where it's overkill. I think it's just the right amount of cushioning throughout the entire ankle insert and everything throughout. Again, I'm not mad at it, but I know a lot of people weren't that happy that there was extra padding on the shoe. And that's pretty much it for these guys. Like I said, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the Air Jordan Retro 4 Bred Reimagined. To me, this is a great sneaker overall. I know a lot of people aren't happy that these came out, especially with the change on the upper being leather versus the nubuck. And like I said, these remind me a lot of the Laser 4s that came out many years ago. So I'm excited to have these because it's probably as close as I'm going to get to that pair. But let me know what your overall thoughts are on these guys. Are you guys a fan of the shoe? Are you not? Would you guys have preferred to see the original Bred 4 come out instead of these guys? Yeah, let me know what you guys think of these guys, and let me know what your thoughts are on the overall Reimagined series that Jordan Brand has been putting out. Definitely excited to see what you guys' thoughts are in the comment box below. But like always, guys, thanks for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.